Well, to talk about what is happening, we're now joined by Irwin Cotler, former minister, these days international chair of the Raoul Wallenberg Center for Human Rights. Mr. Cotler, always good to see you. Thank you for being here.
Not at all. Pleasure to see you, Michael.
Listen, I think it's fair to say that you have surprised a number of people, Liberals, for endorsing Alexis Brunelle-Duceppe, the BQ candidate, really MP for the riding of Lac-Saint-Jean in the last two parliaments. Why the decision to endorse him?
Well, I know Alexis well. I've worked with him on major human rights issues. He's been an exemplary member of Parliament. He's been a leading voice for human rights, both domestically and internationally. We've worked together with regard to political prisoners. And I've always felt that it's important for Parliament to have these human rights voices. He's been an inspiring member, indeed vice chair of the Foreign Affairs Subcommittee on Human Rights, in which I sat for many years and regarded as one of the most important committees in the House. So he's been a leading voice for matters of common cause, and it's been a delight for me to endorse him. I should say, that I was working across party lines when I myself was a member of Parliament. I was good friends with his father, Gilles Duceppe, who visited me here in my home some months ago. I'm good friends as well with Yves-François Blanchet, the present head of the Bloc Québécois. Both he and Alexis were visiting me, along with Richard Marceau, who was the Bloc Québécois justice critic when I was Minister of Justice. We've since become close friends. So there are personal relationships here which cross party lines. I just wish more people were working across party lines for the common good in the present House.
Are you concerned or bothered at all by Liberals who may be critical of you for breaking party rank?
No, I haven't broken party ranks. I'm endorsing a particular candidate. It's not, for me, a breach of party ranks. And at this point, in my retirement from politics, I'm, as you mentioned, international chair, Raoul Wallenberg Center for Human Rights. The issues that concern me are human rights cases and causes, matters of political prisoners and the like. That's where I've been involved. For me, that's above politics. Even when I was a member of Parliament, I felt it was important to put a principle above party. There were times when I voted with the opposition, even against my own party. Not often. Most of the time I was, in line with our party. But for me, the main issue always was, what is the public good? And I'm the trustee of the people. I'm the trustee of the members of my riding, which was, I used to call it a kind of rainbow riding because of the multiplicity of minorities and the like. And so it was important to both work across party lines and to work on behalf of those cross-cutting issues in my own riding when I was MP.
Mm-hmm. Now, as you say that, your name has actually also been linked to two candidates running in the same riding of Mount Royal, Liberal Anthony Housefather and the Conservative candidate Neil Oberman. What's happening there?
Well, I've supported Anthony Housefather. He was my former student. We became colleagues and friends. He was the mayor of Côte Saint-Luc, the riding that I live in, and I am supporting him. I've made that support public. My wife is supporting the Conservative candidate, who's also a friend of our family, and he was visiting me. I'm mainly at home these days for reasons of health, and he came by, and they put a sign on the lawn, and my wife took a picture with the Conservative candidate, Neil Oberman. That has gone out there publicly. So we are a plural household. She supports the Conservative candidate. I support the Liberal candidate. We do it respectfully across party lines, and we remain friends, just as in my own household, my wife and I take different positions.
Mm-hmm. Well, which is interesting in this time, considering how polarized politics are these days. But, Mr. Cotler, before we're done, Donald Trump has taken so much oxygen out of this race. And before his inauguration, arguably, we would have had a more normal campaign. Talking about human rights and foreign affairs, there are still 3 weeks left in this campaign. What issues do you hope the parties debate before the campaign is done?
Well, you said it exactly right. He's taken all the oxygen out. You know, there was a time when the Conservatives were headed for a majority. Along came Trump, made tariffs, U.S.-Canada relations a major issue, and the whole thing has, you know, been turned on its head, and now the Liberals are in front. Regrettably, I've not seen much on issues of foreign policy and human rights, and those are been my concerns, whether it be justice in Ukraine, whether it be the genocide in Sudan, whether it be what I call the Iranian sevenfold threat, whether it be political prisoners, whether it be issues regarding to the Middle East. So I'm looking to see where the candidates and the parties stand on the principal foreign policy and human rights issues before I make my own determinations on national grounds. So for the time being, as I said, and you put it correctly, I've endorsed, you know, two individual MPs, but have not yet made a final determination on a national level. And I regret that those issues that I've mentioned to you have been overtaken with Trump taking out all of the oxygen. I'd like to see where the parties and the leaders stand on those issues that I've mentioned.
Yeah, well, we're a week away from the debate. We'll see if they emerge in that debate. But for now, Mr. Cotler, Irwin Cotler, thank you for this. Always appreciate the time.
Good speaking with you, Michael. Take care.